Liz Cheney's a godless commie. I'm glad she's out of Congress. Yesterday she was saying this about the best president in the history of the world. Amen.
No man who would behave that way at that moment in time can ever serve in any position of authority in our nation again. He is unfit for any office. The committee recognizes that our work has only begun. It's only the initial step in addressing President Trump's effort to remain in office illegally. Prosecutors are considering the implications of the conduct that we describe in our report.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. So much feminism going on. So much dangerous, deceptive, destructive, cancerous feminism going on. Could you imagine America coming about by people saying they are unfit for office? That doesn't win on the battlefield. That doesn't build a business. That doesn't till the earth. That doesn't grow crops. There's nothing strong about that position. That is moralistic preening designed to invade the eyes and the ears for the key terrain of the mind to program and train people to think Donald Trump is dangerous. You need dangerous men. You need dangerous men to do good things because evil people will be like that. They will serpentine their tongues. They will fork their tongues as they tickle your ears with messages that are destructive to your way of life. Her dad shot a dude. Her dad justified war overseas. She's benefited from that Kabbalistic system that has promoted her. She's not intelligent. She ain't even from Wyoming. But she benefits from the system, and now she's playing her role in the system as the outgoing, defeated, disgraced Congresswoman of Wyoming, telling that the most famous, best president in the history of our country is unfit for the office, predicated on the Fedsurrection of January 6. Federal agencies, some include those affiliated with the assassination of JFK, were involved in this J6 insurrection, coordinating with mainstream media to push the narrative that the country almost died because Nancy Pelosi's office was raided by a dude with horns on his head. And so here you have a woman who is afraid of Trump, who has smashed the Bush dynasty. He smashed the Clinton dynasty. He smashed the Obama's dynasty. He smashed the Cheney legacy dynasty. So she's mad because she's on the flotsam and jetsam of the Trump flood, and she can't handle it. She's out of power, and as she's about to scoot off the floor, the last thing she says is, he's unfit for office. Meanwhile, borders open, babies butchered, kids sexualized. There's all sorts of garbage going on in our country, and you want to, he's unfit for office. America needs dangerous men. America needs men who tell the truth. America needs men who aren't going to be governed or controlled by the whims of godless commies in orifice or some bureaucratic agency that doesn't have a charter in the Constitution and is itself predatory against the freedom of the people it governs. Miss Cheney is a moron, amongst other things, but that doesn't stop Frazzlehair, Mr. Raskin, talking about, well, we got these issues against Trump. Watch this godless commie.
Is filing a false statement, and of course he worked to incite an insurrection, to assist an insurrection, and to give aid and comfort to an insurrection.
Yeah, it's just an insurrection. It's not an insurrection. Not an insurrection. They've bought the premise, and what they're trying to do is this. These are the 4 charges brought up against President Trump, or that the J6 committee said that they obstruction of an official proceeding. Obstruction of an official proceeding. Okay. Conspiracy to defraud the United States. Not like Miss Cheney's dad, weapons of mass destruction. Not like Jamie Raskin, the dude that's been defrauding people with the evidence and overlooking. Oh, he's omitting the fact that there was collusion with the FBI, Ray Epps or Mike Sullivan. Conspiracy to make a false statement. These guys are politicians. I mean, how many of them have colluded with each other to get on the same page? Did they conspire to say President Trump is unfit for office? Duplicitous. Incite, assist, or aid or comfort an insurrection. That's just not... It's just these people, they can't stand Trump. They hate him. They got to stop them, and this is their fig leaf opportunity to do so. What's sad is that there's probably people in America that are like, man, he is unfit for office. He is unfit for office. He's so unfit for office because he's unfit for office. And if you ask people why, they'll be like, well, he's Trump, and so this is Trump. He's racist. He's a pig. He said he grabbed women at the crotch, so he's Trump. Morons. I'm in favor of dangerous men being in political authority as long as they look to Jesus as their guide. Jesus according to the Bible, not Jesus according to the whim. I want people who do dangerous things to evil to be in a position to do evil or to do dangerous things to that evil. And evil is defined by what the Bible talks about, not by what I want, not by what other people want. I want men to be dangerous again. I want them to be ungovernable. Because when men are dangerous and ungovernable, the government isn't in charge of men. Men are sovereign, leading their own lives, and a man who is able to lead his own life, to lead his own family, isn't going to be doing violence to another person. He's going to be loving his family. He's going to be providing for them. He's going to be benefiting and contributing to his country. When America had strong men, America was peaceful. America wasn't trying to get into expeditious, adventurous wars. It wasn't trying to nation build. It wasn't trying to do those things. When the greatest generation beat the Nazis, they beat Tojo Japan, they came home and had families and worked. They were dangerous men. Dangerous men saved the country. They came back home. They had a bunch of kids. They started businesses and they got to work. We don't have dangerous men to enforce truth and justice and righteousness anymore. What we have is feminized people, both politicians and men with suits, blue suits, brown shoes, to say he's unfit for office. People who are manipulated by terms like he's unfit for office, those people aren't the folks that are going to save America. Those aren't the people that are actually going to do anything that contributes to culture. Those are the takers. Those are the people who benefit off the backs and the works and the labor of other people. Those are the ones that don't contribute ideas. Those are the ones that spit, spew, repeat mantras. And whatever it's been fed to them through the godless commie media, they're just going to parrot right back out. He's unfit for office. Why do you not like Trump? They're going to get riled up. They're going to be so crazy. So crazy. Like, I knock doors, and you say the thing, and you got the President Trump stick on there, they just frazz out. It's like, no Trump, no Trump. These people are insane. They're insane, and they've been made to be insane because their emotions have been targeted and manipulated, and it's done by little tropes like that. He's unfit for any office. Despite the fact that he was securing the border, building the wall, he didn't start any wars, the economy was great, and he actually did what he said. Despite all those things, despite being the one president that kept his promises and didn't actually start new wars and didn't do things, he's unfit for office because we are trying to make him guilty for what we, the government, the FBI, this godless commie Congress, did ourselves. Congress opened the door. Congress coordinated with the FBI, not Trump. Trump was the one saying don't do it. Trump was the one saying don't protest or don't attack. Trump was the one saying go home. Trump was the one saying being peaceful. They're trying to rewrite history because they hate Trump and they're he's unfit. You know what? They're unfit for office. Hey, thanks for watching. Wanted to ask you to go ahead and go to Humble Holding Coffee, humblecoffee.store, humblecoffee.store. It's premium air-roasted coffee. It's the best coffee you're ever going to get. If you're a coffee drinker, support a Christian business that's going to advance the gospel of Jesus Christ. 99% of coffee companies put the bean on a hot metal surface. They burn it. It's bitter. They got to load it up with all sorts of fake stuff. We don't do that. Air roasted coffee, the way that God intended. It's delicious. It's great. You're never going to drink a better coffee. Go to humblecoffee.store and get yours today. humblecoffee.store.